Hey guys, so today I have all the polishes that I wore in March to share with you. I wore a lot of polishes this month. I think the total is about 25, maybe more. So it's gonna be a long video, just, I don't know, grab something to drink and I'll jump right into it. The first polish I wore was one that I actually worn before, and I uploaded a swatch onto Instagram and everything before that already. But I decided to redo that, and that polish was I Love Nail Polish Birefringence. This is a gorgeous multi-chrome polish. It starts off as this sort of tealy blue, and it basically shifts to all sorts of different colors. I'm gonna insert my old swatch picture here too, because that one shows all the color. Although, yeah, the quality isn't the best, but yeah. I did 2 coats for this one, I think, and this is also one of those polishes that sort of thickened up over time. I used to need 3, I think, but now I only need 2, so that's good. And then I also wore another one along the same lines. This is OPI's Green on the Runway. This is also a multi-chrome, or technically a duochrome, that goes from green to brown. And I just think this is such an underrated polish. I feel like no one ever talks about this. This is a couple years old. This was from their Coca-Cola line, I believe, and it's just really pretty. It's definitely a fall polish, but I have so many fall polishes, I sort of have to wear them all year round to get through them. And I didn't mention I did 2 coats for this, and yeah, I think it's really pretty, and I think it's definitely underrated to have a multi-chrome like this from a mainstream brand, and also it's pretty unique to my collection, so yeah. Anyway, next up I wore China Glaze PLUR-ple, which is just a pretty standard purple cream. It's definitely sort of neon. It's not technically neon, but it dries to this kind of rubbery finish or a semi-matte finish. And yeah, but I will say that the formula doesn't suffer from that. I did 3 coats for this one, and it was fine, I think. Yeah, it was opaque in 3 coats, and they weren't hard coats either. Like, you know, like sometimes you do 3 coats and it's not perfect, but you sort of live with it. This was perfect. I really like this one. And then over that one, I wore a topper. This is Starrily Gumballs. I just did 1 coat and it came out like this. I actually got a few comments on Instagram asking if it just came out of the bottle like that or if it had to do some placement. And this was just 1 regular coat. I didn't really do any placement. You do sort of have to manipulate the glitter to sort of spread out evenly, but I think that's pretty standard, especially when you're working with glitter this big. I didn't mention these are basically just circle glitters in neon colors. And yeah, this one is also like not UV reactive, but it like glows in UV light. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And it really did look like a party on my nails. I really like that one. It was definitely very out of season. Like I could have worn this in summer and it would have been fine too, but you know, whatever. Then next up, I finally wore some pastel nail polish. This is Dance Legend West of the Moon. This is really interesting because it's like this blurple maybe. It's sort of it's a shapeshifter. In some lights it looks very blue, and then but when you compare it to blue, it's purple. So I don't know. And then it also has these really tiny, I guess, glitters that are I think blue and red as far as I can tell. And it just creates this sort of smoky look, and it's really pretty. I love it. And I did 2 coats of this one. And this is actually one that I was really looking forward to wearing. I got this one for Christmas, I think, or my birthday, I can't remember. I really liked it. And it wasn't hard to apply either with all that glitter. It was just really smooth. Then next up, I wore another kind of old polish. This is I Love Nail Polish's Lulu. This is a really dark purple base with tons of scattered holographic. I think they're sort of like tiny flakies. I did 2 coats for this one, and it was fine. I think I might have needed 3 coats before that too, but I can't remember. Anyway, it's really pretty. It goes on really smooth. I really liked it. The next up, I wore another old one. I don't know, it's sort of a trend this month. I wore Zoya's Blaze, which is another scattered holographic. This is a red one. This is from their original holographics, I think, because they did like a second part too. But yeah, this was opaque in 2 coats, although looking at the picture, I definitely could have done a third one. I feel like it's sort of, not uneven per se, but it sort of, I don't know, it's not the same on all nails. So I probably should have done a third one, but it's not terrible, so that's good. The next one I have, this is also a shocker. This is Sinful Colors Lie-Lac. This is the first Sinful Colors polish I've ever worn, ever, because we don't get this brand here at all. I got these being the 3 that I bought from TK Maxx, I think, and this one is really, this one was good. This is opaque in 1 coat, which, I don't know, I'm speechless. This is a pastel blue, not blue, pastel purple, so like a lilac color, and it's opaque in 1 coat, and I didn't believe it, but it is. I do have some bubbling in the picture. That's from my top coat, because that was like the last drop out of that top coat, so it's not the polish, it's the top coat. So yeah, I was really blown away. It's unheard of, really, because I have a lot of great lilac polishes and a lot of pastel colors, but this is the only one that I have that's really a 1-coater, like a true 1-coater. And yeah, I think I did do a bit of a thicker coat, but it wasn't super thick anyway. So yeah, that's really good. Then next I wore another pastel polish. This is Essence You Made My Day. With this one, it was interesting because I did 2 coats on all of my nails, and then I had to do a third on some. I can't remember which ones. I think probably my ring finger, because I always have to do a second one or a third one on that one, and then, I don't know, maybe my index finger. I can't remember. This is just a pastel green color. I wouldn't call this a mint because I feel like mint is more of a turquoise, maybe? Not turquoise, but it has more blue in it. And this one is just sort of straight up green, which I really liked. So yeah, this was good. I really liked how it made my nails look. Like it's a pastel, but I don't know. I can't even describe it. It just made my nails pretty. I don't know. And I do want to say that this is from their I think it's called Color and Care line. It's on the bottle. I'm filming this or recording this voiceover before I do my video, so I don't know. Yeah, Color and Care. So they're supposed to strengthen your nails and like protect them or whatever. And I really do think that they do that because whenever I wear one of their polishes from this line, after I take it off, my nails look prettier. I don't know, it like they look smoother and just more even. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't know, but I do like them. Then next up, I wore a really pretty one. I probably could have saved this one for Christmas even, but it's, yeah, I don't know. I wore it this month. This is Painted Polish Nauti-Nudist. First of all, it's 3 coats, but this is like a champagne gold micro glitter, and the micro glitter is extremely tiny. So even when you do 3 coats, it's not thick at all. My nails do look a bit thick in the picture because I did something unusual, I guess. So I put on an extra coat of top coat in between the layers to sort of smooth it out because I was impatient and I didn't want to wait for everything to dry. But I really liked it. It's just such a beautiful polish. I didn't mention, I think it's holographic. So yeah, 3 coats of this, really pretty, and yeah, I really liked it. And then next up we have St. Patrick's Day week. I wore green for the entire week leading up to that Saturday. And first off, I wore Colors by Llarowe, that little green monster. This is like a forest green linear holographic. Well, I guess it's, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a mix between scattered and linear. I can't tell. I did 2 coats of this and it was opaque. It's really pretty. I think if you have short nails, you could probably get away with 1, but I did 2 anyway, and I really like this one. And then next up I wore another gel polish. This is also by Masura, just like the last one that I wore. This is Pina Colada. This is a thermal polish. This goes from, I want to say like a lime green to a normal like Kelly green. And yeah, I did 3 coats of this. Again, I will say with these tiny Masura polishes, I feel like they're really thick. And again, I don't know if that's normal with gel, because these are the only gel polishes I have so far, or the ones I've tried so far. But yeah, I don't know, they seem really thick. I don't know. I liked the transition. It wasn't hard to get it to transition at all, even though I always have cold hands, but I got it to work pretty easily, so that was good. And then next up, I wore a polish that I purchased this in Poland, I think almost 3 years ago now, and I have no idea if this brand exists. I mean, it exists obviously, but if they have any sort of social media or anything like that. Okay, first of all, the brand is called Life. So just Life, nothing else. Nothing like Life Cosmetics or Life Polish or anything, just Life. I bought it at a pharmacy. Or I guess, well, it's like, I think they're called super pharmacies there. So it's like a supermarket mixed with a pharmacy. And so I think that was in the pharmacy part. I don't remember. Basically, this is a almost neon green base with all sorts of black glitter shapes, not shapes because they're all sort of round, I think, in it. And I did 3 coats of this. By the way, this is number 105. I do have another one that's yellow, but yeah. So yeah, this was interesting, and it comes in this really tiny bottle. I think it has 5.5 milliliters in it, or something along those lines. So yeah, this was really pretty. I wish I had more of them, honestly. And I do want to say that I didn't wear this over white or anything, I just wore it on its own and it was opaque. You can see a bit of nail line in the picture, but honestly it wasn't really noticeable in real life. Then next I wore a Inkland's Dragon. This was opaque in 1 coat. This was pretty cool. So this is sort of like a muted green, maybe like an army green, I don't know, something like that. And it actually is supposed to have like a copper to bronze shimmer, but sadly that does not show up on the nails. I do like this one. I really liked how it looked. I think it sort of has a holographic quality to it, even though it doesn't really show up on the nail. But I did like it. I did like the fact that it was a 1-coater. Yeah, probably if you have really white nails, you might need a second one, but I was fine with 1, and I really liked it. It was really pretty. And then for the last green polish of St. Patrick's Day week, I wore OPI's I'm So Swamped. This is like a pretty standard, like Crayola green color, I would say. I have wanted this polish for so long, and I finally spotted it somewhere on sale. And I was so happy, and so I got it right away, and I wanted to wear it for St. Patrick's Day week, because I basically just wanted to wear it. And yeah, this was opaque in 2 coats. I don't really have any complaints with this one. I will say that I don't really like the broad brushes on OPI polishes. Like, I'm used to working with thinner brushes because it just gives me sort of more control, I think. But, you know, whatever. I got it to work, so that's good. And then at this point I just want to like give like a special mention or like a shout out to Starrily, what's it called? King Midas, right? I wore this as an accent nail in my St. Patrick's Day manicure, and it was just so pretty. I will do like a full swatch when I wear it, so probably like around the holidays, but I just wanted to give it a shout out because it was pretty. The next up, we have a polish from a drugstore brand from, I think, Germany. We have them here as well, and this is the brand She. So it's S and then like a dash and HE. These are really tiny bottles, by the way. These are 6 milliliter bottles. I wore this shade. This is number 680. This is like a cornflower blue, maybe a bit lighter, and it has like a really subtle shimmer to it. And I gotta be honest, I didn't notice the shimmer until after I uploaded my picture on Instagram. And I was like, wait, what's that? I think that's a shimmer. And it was, which is interesting because I didn't really notice it in the bottle at all. But yeah, it was nice. I have no idea. I think I did 2 or 3 coats, probably 3. I didn't actually write it down. Silly me. But yeah, I like that one. And then next up, I wore something really exciting. This is China Glaze Later Gator. This was from the OMG collection. This is one of 2 polishes from that collection that I actually own, and it's just the most blinding holographic ever. Not ever, because I think some of my indies top that one, but it's pretty amazing. So this is more of a, I don't know, like an apple green. I wouldn't call it an apple green because I don't know any apples that have this color. But I think it's called an apple green, so I'm just gonna call it that. Yeah, really pretty, really blinding. And like I'm sitting here under normal lights and it's holographic here too, so that's pretty cool. I did 2 coats if I didn't say that already. Yeah. And then next up, we have a disappointment. This is Catrice Don't Judge a Nail by Its Color. The picture you're seeing is 3 coats. And it looks fairly opaque in this picture, but in real life it was a train wreck. It was so terrible. First of all, it took forever to dry. Second of all, it was not opaque at all. I I browsed Instagram for this polish in particular, and someone said that they needed 5 coats for it to be opaque. And honestly, if a polish takes like 20 minutes to dry for 1 coat, I'm not gonna spend that much time painting my nails. Like honestly, it wasn't good. It's this like, I want to say like a sunshine yellow with this shimmer, and that's actually why I picked it up, because of the shimmer. Basically all the other yellows that I have are pretty like straight up creams, and this was different, and I don't have that many yellows, so I wanted to pick one up. But sadly, it let me down. So yeah, I did 3 coats. It wasn't opaque at all. Even though some people say that it's opaque in 3 coats, but you know, whatever. It wasn't for me. And then also someone else said that they wore it over white, and that seemed to work pretty well, so maybe that's worth a try as well, but I don't know if I want to invest time in polishing my nails with this color, but you know, whatever. Moving on. This one, in contrast, was really great. This is Painted Polish Beards and Bow Ties. This is a white crelly with like, I want to say like turquoise glitters. They're maybe more blue than turquoise. Then orange, maybe gold, and like fuchsia glitters. They're all pretty small glitters in here, and it looks amazing. Someone actually commented on my post on Instagram that it looks like ice cream, and honestly, I can see it. I can sort of see it. Like, maybe with like sprinkles or something. I don't know. It looked pretty cool. It went on really smoothly. Obviously, it is acrylic, so it was hard to remove, even though I did use a peel-off base coat, so I can't really comment on it, but I imagine it's probably hard to remove. So yeah, I really like that one. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I really like her Crellies because I just really love them. The color combinations and everything, they're just amazing. So yeah. Then next up we have another older China glaze. This is Cosmic Dust. This is also supposed to be like holographic, and it sort of is, but it's not nearly as noticeable as the ones from the OMG collection. This was, yeah, basically just like a sort of darkened silver polish with that holographic in there. Yeah, I don't know. It was okay. I like wearing it because I like the tone of silver, but I don't know. I'm not really wearing it for the holographic effect. I did 2 coats of this and it was fine. The next up we have another thermal. This is Dance Legend Termo Trio 1. This is, as the name suggests, a thermal that has 3 stages. I didn't capture all 3 of them in one picture, so you're gonna see 2 here. This first picture is the really warm state with the slightly colder state. And by the way, that is not nail line, that is actually just, I don't know, how my nails warmed up, I guess, which was really strange, but you know, whatever. And then the second picture is just the cold state. I really like this one. I did 2 coats, and that was opaque, so that was really good. And I think this was the first picture of the year that I took in sunlight. Like all of the other pictures in this video, I think, were under mind lights, so like artificial lights. This one wasn't, so that's good. So yeah, I really like that one. I wore this as a base for some nail art last year, and I liked it then, and I still like it now, so that's good. And then next up we have a textured polish. I gotta be honest, I don't like textured polishes at all. Like, not one bit. I really don't like them. This one was cool. I do like how it looks, but I'm just not a big fan of textures, so yeah. This is just a really dark, like navy, dark blue, I don't know. I don't know the technicalities, but I think it's a navy, with some bigger, like lighter blue glitter pieces and like some tiny glitter pieces, although those are technically the texture particles. And I didn't say, this is by Misslyn, and this is called Close Up Magic. I did 2 coats of this and it was fine. I liked that the texture wasn't too strong. Like I didn't like catch threads or anything on it, so it was nice. It was still textured, but it wasn't too bad. So maybe that's why I like it. I don't know. So yeah, that was that. Next we have Essie Splash of Grenadine. This is a pink polish, and I don't like pink polishes, but this one is really pretty. I think in real life it's a bit more muted than in this picture, but you know, whatever. I did 3 coats, and this is like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a bubblegum pink, but it has a bit purple in it, maybe? And it's also muted. I don't know. It's an interesting color. I don't have anything like it, I think, in my collection, other than this one, so that was good. And then over that, I wore Starrily's Enchanted. I will say with this picture, it's not accurate at all. I'm gonna show you the picture I took in low lighting. This is basically how the particles look over this color. I don't know what it is about my lights, but yeah, anything iridescent just shows up weird. But yeah, I really like this one. I just did 1 coat over that Essie polish and it worked fine. Yeah, I really don't have any complaints with this one. I like how the formula was just right. And then lastly, I have another drugstore polish. This is Look, I Believe It's Magic. This is like a turquoise to teal, blue, green, whatever it's called, sparkly polish. I think technically this is called a foil, I think, I don't know. Again, I suck with metallic polish names, but whatever. I really like this one. I did 3 coats, which I guess is a lot, but, you know, I think it was worth it. I really like how it looked. It's definitely not quite as glowy in real life as it is in this picture, but I still liked it. And yeah, I think that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to follow me on Instagram because that's where I post all my swatches as I'm wearing them or as I'm taking them, whatever, in real time. And yeah, subscribe if you want to see more videos. Again, I have a lot of videos planned, but I never get around to filming anything, so, you know, whatever. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!